Hello, this is me right now. My last video I was in Simi Valley messing around with Brandon, and right now it's a little low-key. I'm kind of looking at other things right now. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do in the near future. I had plans to buy a car, but after looking at what the economy was doing, I do not think that's a very good idea. The reason why I say that, the reason being I don't really believe it's a good idea, is that the economy right now is really, really bad. Daimler, Chrysler, Ford, GM, they went to the United States Senate, and the first thing the United States Senate said to them before whether or not allowing them to get bail money was, if any of you came here on a commercial flight, please raise your hand. Let the record show that none of them raised their hands. And if any of you are willing to get rid of your private jets to help save money for your businesses, please raise your hand. Let the record show. You know what, screw this. I don't even want to make this up. The fact is, 14 million jobs are probably going to be lost, and whether or not there really is a bailout of the auto companies, they're going down the drain. This is probably due to the fact that a couple of years ago, the people who work in these companies, they went up to the boards or the record men and said, "Oh crap. What, Dad? What do you watch?" Nothing. Huh? You're on camera, Dad.
You camera for what?
I don't know. I'm putting it up on YouTube.
What is it?
What's this?
What's it for?
It's a knife.
For what?
Not.
Don't do that.
No, why?
Don't take out knives. Dangerous. You can hurt yourself.
I can hurt myself.
Yeah.
Okay, oh man, I bent it. So, the way it's working right now is, since car companies are going out of business...
Don't play with knives.
I want to play with them! Now that car companies are going out of business, we really don't know where this is going to go, since the auto industry is a big part of the United States. Ford, GM, Daimler, Chrysler, they're a really huge part of the first auto industry in Detroit, the big three. And with this happening, you know, we can also tell that Toyota is having trouble, especially when they have 0% interest rates for well-qualified buyers. They want to sell a car, and they're trying to get them off the lot. And the one funny thing I heard from a friend of mine named Eldra was, if you want to go to that car dealership and buy a car, they make you finance, or they want you to finance. They want you to pay a monthly rate, so they get an income every month. They don't like you coming in and paying up straight up or for cash, or coming in and trying to take a loan from someone else. They want to make the loans themselves, and they want to be able to collect it by themselves. And so with this, I say, don't buy a car right now. Wait till January. Wait till February. Wait till they're really desperate, because in the seaport, and I believe Los Angeles, there's literally dozens of cars stacked up in the ships that are not even unloaded because they can't sell the current cars that are on the lots. Mercedes and Benz dealers, they had to lease out an entire, parking lot just to park so many of their cars, just because they can't sell them. And with this going on, the commercials have been saying it's a buyer's market. And even if it is a buyer's market, it's still not a very good idea to buy on credit at this point, especially when you don't know what's going to happen with your bank account. Sure, Bank of America maybe seems strong. The bank's just got a $700 billion bailout, but banks make money by loaning to people. And as we've seen so far with so many house foreclosures, today I took a drive down in Riverside, La Sierra area. I drove all the way around the Lake Hill point. And there's so many houses being foreclosed right now. It's kind of ridiculous that people are still trying to sell houses. I mean, when people buy the house, what's going to happen? They're just going to foreclose again. And it's financially irresponsible to go out and buy a house unless you know for sure you have a stable job. And in this kind of economy, who has a stable job? Who? I'm a healthcare worker. I'm a nurse. I work for an institution that it has been fairly stable in the last couple of years. I'm considered to be a recession-proof worker. I'm considered to be someone who, if the recession hits hard, I would be the last person to be fired. And still, I'm not willing to do that. Because if the end comes and we're all killing each other in 2012 for food or oil or shelter, what's the use in having the money? I mean, the government right now is printing out thousands or millions and millions of dollars, maybe even trillions of dollars, just to pay off their debts. But this is just paper money. This is funny money. This is not money that's coming out that has any backing to it anymore. In 1980s, maybe early 1990s, the government had gold in Fort Knox. But that gold does not support all the money that's been made. There's a huge inflation rate at this point. Yeah, sure, gas is going down. But what's the point in gas going down if people can't buy it because they don't have a job? And this isn't just in the United States. You know, some people are thinking, oh, I'm going to go to Europe. Oh, I'm going back to Hong Kong. Oh, you know, I have another trust fund here. Those trust funds don't mean anything if the money doesn't mean anything. Those trust funds are gone. You're going to Europe, you're going to Germany. You know, earlier last month, the entire European stock market crashed. Japan, most of their products are sold to the United States. If the United States goes down, what happens to Japan, which is a largely exporting country? They make most of their business through exports. They're going out of business too. China, which is currently the largest buyer, due to their billion population, they're having their own financial problems. And even if most of the markets are going towards China, that doesn't really mean anything in the long run to those people who are living here in the United States. And I'm sure a lot of you probably wouldn't want to live in a communist country after living capitalist for most of your lives. And so it goes to show what's going to happen. Who's going to bail us out? There's only one answer to that. And for that, we all look towards the east, Rome. I know, you're probably thinking, Rome. Okay, this is some conspiracy theories. Oh, the Pope is going to take over the world, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm really serious. Rome has more gold than Fort Knox. They make Fort Knox look like a pauper's palace. Rome has their own subway systems. They accept money from many different nations. They have their own currency. They've been storing money for centuries. Rome is currently the richest city-state, the richest entity on its independent entity in the world at this point. There is no place richer than Rome at this moment. No place in the world. If the entire world wants to bail out of this current economic crisis, Rome can bail them out. And I'm not advocating Rome. I'm just saying that's the only thing that can happen. So what do you think is going to happen in the future? Bye.